Hello, everybody. Today is Friday, April 7th. It's 4:17 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The futures markets have just closed for the session and for the week about 2 minutes ago. You can see the last trades on my time and sales here at 23.52 and a quarter. And we have another great video today for you featuring the BWC Precision Auto Trader. Excellent, fantastic performance today. Before I continue, first the required disclaimer. Okay, really great day today. First up is the Nasdaq. On the Super 10 tick, we've seen this chart quite a bit recently. Today it hit its goal with a small amount of positive slippage and a lot of great trades on this today, starting with a really solid short trade off the open. We did have a small loser before that, drew down about $300, and then we came roaring back most of the day with lots of good winners here, ultimately hitting its goal. Okay, next up is the 30-year Treasury bond in the Super 6 tick. The bonds continue to be on fire. Today was no exception. The 30-year Treasury on the Super 6 tick started off with a winner, had a small loser, and then a really solid short trade into the close to do 16.25 on 2 contracts. Next up is the 30-year Treasury bond on a 377 tick line break chart, and we've seen this a number of times this week. This had 2 winning trades and ultimately hit its goal of 1,500 with 1 tick of slippage on the market order exit, doing 14.68 for the day on 2 contracts. Okay, this is a new chart on the bonds. I've never plotted it before, but today it started out with a bang, 11.56 and a quarter on a single short trade. This is the Precision Renko 5 tick with 132% reversal. So this did 11.56 for the day, trading 3 contracts. Okay, next up is the bonds on the 150 tick line break. We've been following this a lot. I've reduced the amount to 3 contracts here, and this had a goal of 1,500. It must have come close to its goal on this last contract here because we exited at 52.09 on the second contract, and it ran as high as 53.04. That is 20 some odd ticks. So, in fact, it might have hit its goal, and then we got horrible slippage here on the end. It's hard to tell what happened, or we probably came shy of the goal and then exited on the line break reversal, and then probably did not get filled on this limit order going short. But interestingly, looking at this chart, really great pattern unfolded here, as you can see, the long on the line break bars and then the ensuing short. Another line break chart turning in some solid performance here on the E-mini S&P. These trades don't look like much, but it ended up at $1,000. And if we take a look at our daily goal here, it is $1,000. We are trading 3 contracts here, so that's essentially $300 a contract. So I think we're proving here with our videos every day that there's something to be said for trading on a line break chart. Speaking of line break charts, the DAX on a 21 tick line break chart had a lot of trades, had an equity high of $1,000 or so, but settled in at 512. A lot of volatility here. So probably on a chart like this with the DAX, some of these moves got stopped out prematurely, but I believe my settings here are pretty tight. Actually trading 3 contracts and just going for 6 and 8 ticks and then a runner with a very tight volatility stop trailing at 8 ticks. So this could probably be loosened up and perhaps better performance. Okay, this is an interesting chart. This is the E-mini S&P on a Super 2 tick with a higher time frame filter of using the BWT Super Renko 4 tick. And so the background would be the 4 tick with the trend indicator set at 1.4, and then the 2 tick is what we see here in the bars. And so notice that none of the longs are taken, meaning where the bars turn blue. This could potentially have been, some of these might have been winning trades. This right here would have been a series of whipsaws, as would down here. But these long positions, meaning where the bars turn blue, these long trades were not taken because the higher time frame, which is this shaded pink area, remained short. So the higher time frame requires that the lower time frame be in agreement with the higher time frame. In this case, going short, we only took trades on red bars against the red background for short trades, and we had a number of winning short trades on this move down. We're getting out at the parabolic exit here. That's why you can see our exits here when it crosses the parabolic line. If we use the precision trend exit here, we would have got perhaps a little better exit on some of these. But this did 512.50 for the day, trading 3 contracts. That's a pretty decent profit for the E-mini S&P. But most importantly is we didn't start trading till 2 in the afternoon. I actually forgot to turn this on, but I turned it on late in the day, and it still did 512 just in a couple of hours of trading. So I haven't shown the higher time frame filter that much, but it definitely has potential in the auto trader, worth looking at. Okay, next up is our crude oil and a Super Inco 6-tick. This chart has been a consistent performer. Today it did 410. These charts have been turning in solid returns on a regular basis, not as high as some of the others, but still showing consistency by returning in the plus side of the ledger quite frequently. Okay, next up is the Dow E-mini contract. This is on a Super Inco 10-tick, but it's using our line break algorithm. So this is the line break logic applied to a Super Inco chart, and we can see the line break signals here. So again, the trades have to be in agreement with the line break signal. And we did 580, trading 3 contracts in the Dow. Looks like we had an equity high of about 800. Okay, we had a number of charts that did in the $300 range. First is the E-mini S&P on the Super Inco 6-tick. This one starts trading at 930, but this has been pretty consistent lately as well. This did 300 for the day on only 2 contracts. Then we had the crude oil on a 500 tick chart, and this only had a single long trade here that was good for 340, trading 2 contracts. Okay, another line break chart that had a lot of trades today. Looks like we had an equity high of about $700. We still ended up with 337.50. Quite a few trades here. Probably could limit our trading on this, maybe starting later in the day or adjusting our settings. But this chart looks promising. Just a question of refining your profit goals and trading start times, perhaps. Okay, last but not least is the E-mini S&P on a Super Inco 6-tick trading our line break logic. This one starts trading at 1230. We've seen this chart a lot. It's been very consistent. This did 500 for the day on 2 contracts. That's really excellent performance. 500 is 40 ticks in the E-mini S&P, or 10 points. So solid performance here on this chart. It's been very consistent. We've seen it a number of times. Just want to bring over my time and sales. It's now 4:33 p.m., so some settlement trades going off here. You can see them moving on the time and sales. Just want to give you confirmation that this video is recorded in real time. It's not a market replay. So again, time and sales going off, settlement trades in the E-mini S&P trading at 2352.75, and you can kind of see that on the chart over here. That's all for today's video. If you'd like to find out more, please visit our website at bluewavetrading.com or feel free to email us at systems@bluewavetrading.com. Thanks for watching today.